Hello and welcome to the Kate Gourmet. My name is Jeremy and today we'll be making tonkatsu or pork cutlets. I'll show you how. Let's get started. So tonkatsu is a pretty simple dish. We're just gonna bread and fry a pork chop. Katsu just really comes from cutlet. You'll often find tonkatsu in Japan either just eaten as is or on top of rice as Katsudon or even on top of curry. There's a word in Japanese, katsu, to win. So sometimes when you have a big meeting or a big appointment or a big deal that you want to get, you eat katsu before to win. So I'll show you how. Before we get started, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like these. I really appreciate the support. First things first, when tonkatsu is served as part of a set lunch, you'll often see this with a side of grated cabbage. This is the same as you've seen in the karaage video and the shogayaki video, but we'll just grate some cabbage and then submerge it in cold water so it stays nice and crisp when we're finished. Yep, just like that. So first take your pork chops, and we're not going to trim off the fat, but we'll just give it a little cut like this just to make it a little more tender. Next step, we're going to pound this out to just keep it tender and juicy. You could use cling film for this and wrap it, or you can put it in a freezer bag like this because we'll use this also later for our breading. So put it in the freezer bag. If you have a tenderizer or meat mallet, feel free to use it, but in my case, I'll just be using a rolling pin like I used in last week's video to make ravioli. So check out that video if you're interested to see how to make fresh pasta. But in this case, we're using the rolling pin to pound out the cutlet just like this. We're gonna season the flour. Directly to the flour, we will add some salt and pepper just to give it a little seasoning from the breading. Okay, now that we have our pork chops pounded out and floured, we'll have to make our breading station and heat up the oil. This can be fried in a large frying pan. We're gonna do a shallow fry today, unlike deep frying. You certainly could deep fry it if you wanna fry it just like we did karaage. Check out that video here. But in this case, I'll just shallow fry in a large frying pan with high sides. So I'll get my oil started. It may look like a lot of oil, but you can save this and reuse it. As the oil heats up, we'll get our breading station ready. So a typical cutlet breading station is flour, egg, and then breadcrumbs. We've already coated it in flour in the freezer bag. That's just to save a little space for this counter. So I only have 2 more plates for egg and breadcrumbs. So first I'll beat 1 egg for 2 cutlets. So today we'll be using panko, which is a little flakier than maybe traditional breadcrumbs. It's made with a different process where the dough is made into breadcrumbs rather than being bread first and then crumbling up. It's a little flakier and it gives for a nice texture and crunch. So I definitely recommend panko. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to order it online. Okay, just have to wait for our oil to heat up. If you have a thermometer, we're looking for about 180 degrees Celsius or about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get started. So we'll take one of our cutlets, knock as much flour off, put it in the egg, make sure it's coated with egg. Test the oil looks like it's hot. So we'll coat it in breadcrumbs just like this. Make sure all pieces are coated. And we are ready to fry. Here we go. So once it's coated, into the oil. Get the other one ready too. Browning up quite nicely. It's crisping up nice on the sides. Give it a flip. These are pretty thin, so they should go pretty quick. Okay. Take them out and set them on your rack. Okay, we have our tonkatsu fried, so we'll just give it a cut and plate. Cooked nicely. There's a sauce called tonkatsu sauce. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Sauce it with a little tonkatsu sauce. And there we have it, tonkatsu. Let's give it a taste. The meat is tender because we pounded it out, and it has a nice crispy crust on the outside. The tonkatsu sauce gives a nice little tartness and sweetness to it. It's a really nice dish. So there it is, tonkatsu. Give it a try. This recipe will also work with chicken, which I'll have a chicken cutlet recipe coming up real soon, so stay tuned. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of cutlet is your favorite. You can also serve this on top of curry to make Katsu Curry, just like this. There'll be more katsu recipes coming up soon, so stay tuned and subscribe for more. If you've made any of the dishes that I've introduced on this channel, please feel free to tag me on Instagram or post it to my Facebook page. I would love to see what you've made. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.